Welcome to this class. Our today's topic is problems on one-dimensional motion, particularly emphasis on determining average velocity of a body in state of one-dimensional motion. Now this is a very commonly asked problems. और यहाँ पर हम start करेंगे with the first problem which is given on the screen. So here is a problem. I would suggest that you record this. पहले आप इसको note करें अपनी जगह. A particle covers first half of a certain distance with a velocity of 40 km per hour and second half with a velocity of 60 km per hour. Find its average velocity. Please note it down. So we start solving this problem. Let's go to the solution. Now the problem says that if we have a certain distance d being covered by a body, the body covers it in two parts. First half, say from O to A, then from A to B. During first half, it had a uniform velocity which is 40 km per hour. During the second half, it has a velocity 60 km per hour. Now the wrong method of doing this problem is usually a student jumps to the conclusion that in this case average velocity is sum of velocities 60 plus 40 divided by number of velocities, so that your answer comes out to be 100 by 2, that is 50 km per hour. And normally whenever this problem is posed in a multiple choice question, this will be the answer there. ये आपके पास ज़रूर एक option होगा 50 km per hour. So this is the wrong way of doing this. ये इसका एक गलत तरीका है, इससे आप इसको ना करें. Now let's go to understand कि what is average velocity. Average velocity of a body is total displacement which the body has divided by the total time taken. So this is total time taken. Since in one-dimensional motion displacement and distance are same, तो अगर कहीं आप देखते हैं कि कहीं total distance divided by total time लिखा है for one-dimensional motion, that's also correct, but not later for two-dimensional motion. Now in this case, if you see कि अगर हम total displacement की बात करें, the total displacement by the body is d. So from O to B, from initial point to the final point, it covers a displacement d. Total time is suppose t कह देता हूँ. Now this t can be broken into two parts. Say कि जो first half है जिसमें ये body एक time t1 लेता है और इस time t1 के दौरान it covers a distance d by 2, और यहाँ जो इसका अगला half है that is time t2, here also it covers a distance d by 2. तो मैं इसको ऐसे break कर सकता हूँ कि since this distance has been covered in two parts, first part is, I call it as x1, second part is x2. During this time, x1 is the distance covered during time t1, or this t can be broken again into two parts, that is t1 plus t2. I would like to bring in the velocity. Velocity को include करने के लिए what is significant is कि हम x1 और x2 दो distances लेते हैं which have been covered by the body with a uniform velocity. और uniform velocity जब हो, we can use the formula that time is equal to, for uniform velocity we can say time is equal to distance or displacement divided by speed, divided by speed. So अगर मैं ये कहता हूँ कि जो x1 है which is equal to x1 which is equal to d by 2, x2 is also equal to d by 2, so I can express t1. So t1 becomes equal to, t1 is the distance d by 2 covered by the body divided by speed. For this the speed was v1. Then I have similarly expression for t2. So t2 becomes equal to distance d by 2 covered by the body during the second half. That way जो second half में इसकी velocity थी, that velocity was equal to v2. So I can combine these in this equation. तो मेरे पास मिलेगा कि average velocity would be equal to d by 2 plus d by 2 divided by T1 की जगह I have d by 2 divided by V1 plus d by 2 divided by V2 T2 की जगह. So this gives you d by 2 plus d by 2 is d divided by, so this will be d, मैं यहाँ से कॉमन ले रहा हूँ, so I can write it in this way 2V1 plus d by 2V2. So हमने इसको डिवाइड किया, d by 2 को V1 से डिवाइड किया, so d by 2 डिवाइड by V1 would be equal to d by 2 into 1 by V1. तो ये ऐसा हो जाएगा. So finally we have d as numerator, यहाँ d by 2 हम कॉमन ले लेते हैं, so this is d by 2 into, ये रह जाएगा आपके पास 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2. This comes out to be, अगर हम d और d कैंसिल आउट करें न्यूमरेटर से, so this comes out to be 2d divided by d into 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2. D and D gets cancelled. We can further simplify to get the answer like this. So average velocity is now V average is equal to, so this is 2 divided by 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2, which can further be written like V average is equal to 2 divided by V1 into V2, V1 into V2 is the denominator, V1 into V2, तो ये हो जाएगा V2 plus V1 will be here the result. तो ये बन जाएगा आपके पास V average is equal to V1 into V2, V1 into V2 divided by 2 times V1 into V2, V1 into V2 goes numerator divided by V2 plus V1. So that way V average comes out to be, V average is equal to so V average is equal to 2 into, the value of V1 is given to you as 60 km per hour and V2 is 40 km per hour. हम units को change नहीं करेंगे because you will agree later कि जो हमारा answer होगा that will also be in kilometer per hour. तो V1 की value है 60 into V2 की value है 40 divided by V2 plus V1, which is 60 plus 40. That gives you 2 into 60 into 40 divided by 100. So ये 0 0 0 0 gets cancelled. So that way your answer is 48. 6 into 4 into 2, that is 48 km per hour. So what is probably the wrong way of doing, again I say, is कि दोनों velocities को sum करके 2 से divide करना, एक दो variables का mean तो है, लेकिन यहाँ पर जब तक आप एक proper definition जो physics से आती है उसको इस्तेमाल ना करें, तब तक आपका आंसर सही नहीं होगा. The correct answer to this problem is that average velocity of the body is 48 km per hour. We extend it further. Let's go to next problem on this concept. Now the next problem is, on a 50 km track, a train travels the first 30 km with speed of 30 km per hour. How fast must the train travel next 20 km so that its average speed is 40 km per hour? तो यहाँ पर आपके पास दो वैल्यूज दी हैं और जो एवरेज वैल्यू है वहीं से दी हुई है. ट्रैक का डिस्टेंस स्मॉल डी जिसको हमने यूज किया वो 50 किलोमीटर दिया है. लेट्स सॉल्व दिस प्रॉब्लम नाउ. सो इन दिस केस द प्रॉब्लम इज गिवन लाइक दिस कि आपके पास एक ट्रैक है विच इज 50 किलोमीटर लॉन्ग, 50 किलोमीटर्स, और दिस फर्स्ट हाफ, इसका जो फर्स्ट पार्ट है दैट इज 30 किलोमीटर और दूसरा 20 kilometers. So this is the first. Say this is 30 kilometers. और second है इसका 20 kilometers. This is O, A, B. The question says that on 50 kilometer track, a train travels first 30 kilometer with speed of 30 kilometer per hour. तो अगर इसको हम V1 कहें, this is given to be 30 km per hour. Then further, how fast must the train travel next 20 km so that its average speed is 40 km per hour? तो average speed दी हुई है, that is 40 km per hour. यहाँ जो इसकी velocity है दूसरे part के लिए, that's not known. तो जो AB part है, let's say here the velocity of the train was v2. So we are asked to find value of v2. This is equal to. Again, we start with the definition that average velocity is equal to x1 plus x2. So this is x1 O to A. OA is equal to x1 and AB is equal to x2 So this is x1 plus x2 divided by t1 plus t2. So you can see कि x1 और x2 की वैल्यू हमारे पास है. I can write t1 and t2 like this, that this is x1 plus x2, क्योंकि जो O to A और A to B स्पीड है, that's a constant. तो मैं ये कह सकता हूँ कि टाइम इज इक्वल टू डिस्टेंस डिवाइडेड बाई स्पीड. सो दिस बिकम्स x1 डिवाइडेड बाई v1 प्लस x2 डिवाइडेड बाई v2. लेट्स सब्स्टिट्यूट द वैल्यूज इन दिस फॉर्मूला. देखिए एवरेज वैल्यू दी हुई है, सो एवरेज वैल्यू इज 40 किलोमीटर पर आवर. सो दिस इज 40. हम किलोमीटर पर आवर को चेंज नहीं करेंगे, और फाइनल आंसर विल कम आउट इन किलोमीटर पर आवर ओनली. सो x1 is 30, x2 is 20, we have x1 that is 30, v1 दिया हुआ है, v1 is the velocity for this part, that is 30, so 30 by 30 plus x2 is this 20 divided by ये x2 की वैल्यू है 20 divided by v2 की वैल्यू I don't know. तो फिर से देखें कि we have now the average value given to us, we have the value for the first part of the problem, we don't know कि how fast the body must travel during the second part of the journey, that is this 20 kilometer. तो उसको हमने assume किया है v2. Our whole issue is now determine value of v2. तो इसको आप ऐसा कर सकते हैं, we can calculate it like this. So this gives you 40 is equal to 50 divided by 1, because 30 by 30 is 1, plus 20 by v2. I can cross multiply, so cross multiplication gives 40 into 1 plus 20 by v2 is equal to 50. I can write it like this, 1 plus 20 by v2 is equal to 50 by 40. 50 by 40 will become 5 by 4. So I have 20 by v2 is equal to 5 by 4 minus 1. Or I can say 20 by v2 is equal to, this will be 4. So this will be 5 minus 4, that is 1 by 4. Again cross multiply, this gives you the value of v2. So v2 will be equal to, by cross multiplication, it will be 20 into 4, that is 80 kilometer per hour. So the answer to this is that v2 should be equal to 80 kilometer per hour, so that कि अगर बॉडी 50 किलोमीटर ट्रैक पर, जो यहाँ पर उसकी वेलोसिटी कितनी होनी चाहिए, सो दैट द एवरेज ऑफ दिस कम्स आउट टू बी 40. तो उसके लिए हमने ये फार्मूला यूज़ किया है. एज आई सेड अर्लियर कि लेट्स नॉट डायरेक्टली एट द वेलोसिटीज एंड डिवाइड बाय नंबर ऑफ ऑब्जर्वेशंस. वी हैव टू यूज़ दिस इक्वेशन फॉर पर्पज ऑफ डिटरमाइनिंग द वैल्यूज़. अब इसको आप आगे बढ़ा सकते हो. सपोज द सेम सिचुएशन इज गिवन इन 3 parts. There is a track of 100 kilometer, say 60, 30 and 10. तो इस तरह से 3 parts. Same, it will become simply x1 plus x2 plus x3, x1 by v1 plus x2 by v2 plus x3 by v3. Whatever is the number of values, आप इसमें substitute कर सकते हैं. So this type of problems must be now solvable by you. Our next problem is, a body covers certain distance in n equal intervals, such that v1, v2, v3 dash dash up to vn are velocities over each interval. So for first interval v1, the second interval v2, v3 and so on. Show that the average velocity over whole distance is harmonic mean of these values. Assume that velocities over each interval are uniform. Let's solve this problem. Before we go to solve this problem, हम 3 तरह के मीन की बात करते हैं. One is called as arithmetic mean. Other is called as geometric mean. GM is geometric mean. And third is harmonic mean. arithmetic mean, you are aware, it is sum of observations divided by the number of observations. तो अगर मैं दो observations लेता हूँ x1 और x2, let it be anything, it can be age of two persons, it can be two distances, it can be two velocities. फिर इनका arithmetic mean जो होगा, that will be sum of observations divided by number of observations. So the arithmetic mean जो उसको मैं a से denote करूँगा, it will be equal to sum of observations divided by number of observations. अगर दो से ज़्यादा observations हैं, say x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 divided by 4, because number of observations is now 4. Similarly, we can go up to n values. We can say कि अगर n observations हैं, then it is x1 plus x2 plus x3 dash dash up to xn divided by number of observations, that is n. Geometric mean हम g से denote कर लेते हैं. This is given as x1 into x2. So it is square root of the product of two variables, और जितनी observations है उनका product अगर हम लें, हम दो observations की इस वक्त बात कर रहे हैं, तो that way it becomes the square root of their product. Similarly, जो harmonic mean है, इसकी definition आप सुनें. Harmonic mean is कि अगर हम h को मानते हैं harmonic mean of two quantities, वो quantities हैं x1 और x2, then 1 divided by h, which means reciprocal of harmonic mean, is the arithmetic mean. ये देखिए, this is arithmetic mean of reciprocals of the two quantities. इसका reciprocal 1 by x1, इसका reciprocal 1 by x2 divided by 2. तो एक definition सुनिए. Reciprocal of harmonic mean is the arithmetic mean of reciprocal of the quantities. इस definition को आप याद कर लें कि the reciprocal of harmonic mean is arithmetic mean of reciprocal of the given quantities. So let's build on this now. इसको थोड़ा सा और आगे बढ़ाते हैं कि what will be the outcome of this expression. So I have 1 by h, the reciprocal of harmonic mean of two quantities is arithmetic mean. ये इनके reciprocals का arithmetic mean है. Arithmetic mean के लिए sum of observations divided by number of observations. यहाँ पर अब मैं directly observations का arithmetic mean निकाल रहा हूँ, but here I am determining the arithmetic mean of reciprocals of the quantities, which becomes reciprocal of their harmonic mean. I can also write this equation as 2 divided by h. So this 2 goes to the left hand side by cross multiplication, is 1 by x1 plus 1 by x2. I can also write it as 2 by h. 2 by h is equal to, ये product हो जाएगा x1 into x2, that's LCM of this, so this will be x2 plus x1. तो ये जो definition है, this can be a representation for harmonic mean. Now here I can write h by 2 is equal to x1 into x2 divided by x1 plus x2. मैंने left hand side और right hand side का reciprocal लिया है, which gives us h is equal to 2x1 x2 divided by x1 plus x2. Let's make a product. The product is, let me multiply a and h. A is arithmetic mean of two quantities and h is the this harmonic mean. So when I multiply a and h, I get a into h is x1 plus x2 divided by 2 into h में ये ले रहा हूँ, so h is equal to twice x1 x2 divided by x1 plus x2. So that way x1 plus x2 is cancelled, 2 and 2 is cancelled, so this gives us x1 into x2, which is a into h. That means the product of arithmetic mean and harmonic mean is also equal to the product of two quantities. The two quantities are x1 and x2. तो आप यहाँ से देख सकते हो कि जो g square है, that g square is equal to x1 into x2. So I can write a into h is equal to g square. ये relation कई बार useful रहता है, because अगर हमें कोई भी दो means quantities के मालूम हो, we can find the third. And this is what we are going to now utilize in solving the given problem. The problem you have recorded. Let's start solving it. So it is given to us that a body covers certain distance in n equal intervals. So let's start with this कि ये हमारे पास एक distance d है. This is the total distance d covered by the body. और इस d को हमने n intervals में divide करना है. This can be any number of intervals. They are of equal length. All the intervals, let's say like this. तो इस interval के लिए अगर हम देखें कि since I have divided this into equal intervals, so I can say each of these intervals is a distance. This is a distance d by n, क्योंकि distance d के हमने n parts किए हैं. So we have n intervals. So each interval is a distance of d by n. और यहाँ पर velocity है v1, then it is v2, then it is v3, v4, v5 and so on. Let's say कि जो average velocity होगी, what will be that average velocity? It will be simply sum total of all the distances up to xn divided by the value of the times it takes. तो अगर x1 को कवर करने के लिए t1 है, x2 को कवर करने के लिए t2, t3 dash up to tn. ये हमारी definition है average velocity की. So we have to add the displacements divided by, find total displacement and divided by the total time taken. Now since over each interval बताया गया है कि over each interval the motion is uniform, so I can say this, I can write as x2 plus dash up to xn is equal to, तो मैं t1 को ऐसे लिख सकता हूँ, I can call it as x1 divided by v1 plus x2 divided by v2 plus dash xn divided by vn. So v1, v2, v3 are respective velocities. अब देखिए आपके पास जो x1 की वैल्यू है वो है d by n plus d by n plus dash, ये nth term तक चलता रहेगा. So we have the sum of n terms, each term is equal to d by n divided by, ये बन सकता है, I can write this as x1 which is equal to d by n, so it can be d by n into 1 by v1 plus d by n into 1 by v2 plus dash. So we have last term, we have d by n into 1 by vn. Next step. Now we can take the value of d by n. जब आप n times को ऐड करोगे, so this will be equal to d. On the denominator side, अगर हम d को कॉमन ले लेते हैं या d by n को कॉमन ले लेते हैं, I will have d by n into, this will be 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2 plus dash. So this sum will go up to 1 by vn. It's clear up to this? Next is now, if I say that I have cancellation of dn, ये n numerator में चला जाएगा. So what happens here? We get v average is equal to so this becomes n divided by 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2 plus 1 by v3 dash up to 1 by vn. Taking reciprocal on both sides, so I have, this gives you now reciprocal on both sides. 1 divided by v average is equal to 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2 plus 1 by v3 dash up to 1 by vn. This is the numerator now divided by n. अगर आप राइट हैंड साइड को देखोगे, इट कंपेयर समथिंग लाइक दिस, कि इससे पहले हमने हार्मोनिक मीन की बात की थी. तो आई सेड कि हार्मोनिक मीन ऑफ टू क्वांटिटीज इज लाइक दिस, कि इफ आई हैव 1 by h reciprocal of harmonic mean, it is equal to, there are two observations with me, so I have 1 by x1 reciprocal of the first plus 1 by x2 divided by 2. So I said harmonic mean of two quantities is the arithmetic mean of their reciprocals. Now here what you see is कि जो velocities v1, v2, v3 up to vn हमारे पास हैं, we are adding their reciprocals. So these are the reciprocals. Then we are taking arithmetic average of the reciprocals. We get a certain quantity here, which obviously is द रेसिप्रोकल ऑफ एवरेज वेलोसिटी। और ये जो v एवरेज है, जब आप इन दो इक्वेशंस को आपस में कंपेयर करोगे, यू विल सी कि ये जो क्वांटिटी है ये इनका हार्मोनिक मीन बन जाता है, बिकॉज दिस इज नाउ replaceable or it is occupying the same position as h. So I have a conclusion. The conclusion says that if we take the velocities v1, v2, v3, find their harmonic mean, that harmonic mean is nothing, that is the average velocity. So average velocity here, which becomes harmonic mean of the n velocities, is the result. Kindly remember that in case of the situation given to us, we have sometimes the special case if there are only two quantities now. So let's go back to the problem जहाँ पर हम सिर्फ दो velocities के लेते हैं value. So let's put a special case to this one. So let me take n. N is now number of observations. N. So let me take n equal to 2. एक वेलोसिटी है v1 और दूसरी वेलोसिटी है v2, ठीक। सो इन दैट केस व्हाट वी गेट 1 डिवाइडेड बाय एवरेज ऑफ दीज टू इज इक्वल टू, एज पर दिस फार्मूला, 1 by v1 प्लस 1 by v2 डिवाइडेड बाय 2, और आई हैव 2 by v एवरेज वेलोसिटी इज इक्वल टू 1 by v1 प्लस 1 by v2. आई कैन मेक इट आउट लाइक दिस कि अगर मैं v1 की वैल्यू लेता हूँ, आई टेक v1 इक्वल टू 60 किलोमीटर पर आवर और v2 आई टेक इक्वल टू 40 किलोमीटर पर आवर, देन आई हैव फाइनली 2 डिवाइडेड बाय v एवरेज इज इक्वल टू 1 by 60 प्लस 1 by 40. लेट्स सॉल्व दिस. तो ये बन जाएगा आपके पास 2400. दिस विल बी न्यूमरेटर, दिस विल बी 60 plus 40, so this is 2 divided by v average. So this comes out to be, that 2 by v average is equal to 100 divided by 2400. This gets cancelled, so v average comes out to be 48 kilometers. So if you go to previous problem in this very lecture, you will see that this was the answer which we obtained after substituting two values of the velocities v1 and v2. If a body covers first half with 60 km per hour and second half with 40 km per hour, then the average is 48 km per hour. This is in agreement with the result. अब आप इसको एक repeated velocities के लिए भी use कर सकते हो. Finally, over a period of time, you will see कि जब हम average velocity की बात करते हैं, this average value is actually expressed like this, that if I think of an integral of velocities at different instants of time for a given interval starting from some 0 to t, and I divide it by integration of 0 to t, this would be a better mathematical form of this expression, provided the velocity is continuous. And if a continuous variable is given, तो ये जो एवरेज की डेफिनेशन है, दिस विल बी एट वर्क इन सम ऑफ द सिचुएशन.